Okay, we're finally good. I think. My laptop decided to update right when I turned my laptop on like half an hour before the stream, and it decided to update right then, of course. And it took half an hour, a little over half an hour. Hey there, Cretin. What's up, dude? How's it hanging? Yes, I'm see-through. So the plan is, and I told you guys this a while back, but I am eventually going to get a full green suit, like a skin tight green man suit, and then just cut the eyeballs out. So there's going to be floating eyeballs here and floating knives. I think that's going to be pretty great. uh yeah. So yeah, anyways. What's happening, Nate? Did you what did you say you were going to buy? Smock? Green Man Charlie? Yeah, exactly. Michael, hey dude. Piper stopping in to say hi. What's up, man? Next week you're getting it, huh? Ooh, baby. Are they in stock anywhere? Or are you gonna try to eBay it? You know, I just saw that Hawk Deadlocks are in stock right now. I just got the notification. I will never be able to afford one, but they are $2,250. Oh, baby. I'd love to at least hold one day, you know? I mean, wouldn't that be cool? I bet they're already gone. Let's see. Hawk Deadlock. No, they're already gone. Unless this is a different one. It might be. Let's see. Deadlock Model C. Stonewash double-edged blade. Titanium chassis. No, I think that's the wrong one, actually. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one that's in stock. Right here. $2,250. Look at that. It looks cool. I always thought the handle kind of looked too big for the blade on these deadlocks, though. Is that just me? I mean, I feel like that's the case for a lot of OTFs. I kind of, a lot of OTFs, I kind of feel like the handle's too big for the blade. But that's just an OTF thing. Why so expensive? They're really well made, and there's literally zero blade play on them. Which, it's the only OTF ever that has zero blade play. I think that's part of the reason why. They got something going on in there, inside the knife, that just allows it to have zero blade play. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like what I was talking about with the Malibu, how it's the only button lock with like an actual stiff detent, and I don't understand why more budget end button locks can't replicate that. It's the same locking mechanism. It's a plunge lock. Why can't cheaper button locks replicate it? I don't know, but they just can't. Same thing with that Hawk Deadlock. I don't know why, if it's possible to have an OTF with zero blade play, why doesn't everyone do it? Who knows? Is it more expensive to do that? To make it without blade play? Who knows? The mysteries of the knife world. Did you try the big lighter button lock? I think its D10 is just fine. I have not. I have not tried the big lighter button lock. I mean, is it fine for a button lock, or is it good compared to like other thumb stud action knives with an actual detent ball? That's the question. Because it could be good for a button lock, but is it good as a detent, in general? Hello, good citizens. Hey, Justin. You sound like RoboCop or something. So the topic of, one of the topics of this stream is, I think it's as good as the normal bag lighter. Oh, wow. Well, I need to try one then. One of the topics of the stream today is I decided to do something where I'm going to carry the same knife for a month straight. I think it's going to be cool. The thing that started it was I got in my Spyderco McBee, this little tiny fifth pocket knife. I've been on a quest to find the perfect fifth pocket knife, and I think this is it. So I am dedicating myself to carry this in my fifth pocket every day for a month to see how useful it is. And I figured might as well do that with my primary carrying knife too. If I have a knife to review, I will carry that as well. I'll carry 3 knives, if I need to test it out. But I'm going to carry the same 2 knives every day for 30 days. One of them is a McBee. The other one's going to be a, full-size knife. And you guys are going to pick it out for me. I'm going to give you some options, and you guys are going to pick out which knife you want me to carry for the whole month. I'm thinking about even possibly adding in one of my, one of my knives that I've been not carrying, one of my safe queens. Hey, Robert. Cretan says smock already. Yeah. Yeah. I should. So let's talk about this. I'm going to give you guys some options and you're going to vote on it, okay? But I have to I have to think about this. One of them is going to be the PM2, which is not super exciting because I already do carry this for work quite a bit. The next option is going to be the Kaiser Drop Bear, which is new, and I haven't really gotten a chance to carry this yet. So that's option number 2. I think this would be an excellent, it's just an excellent knife all around. I would love to carry this one straight for a month. Option number 3, the Cormorant. I've never, really consistently EDC'd a button lock at work. So that would be interesting to see how a button lock does at work. And then the 4th one is going to be one of my knives that has previously been kept safe and free from scratches. But I just have to decide which one. I think possibly the 20.5 titanium and 3V. This would be a good one. Or I'm thinking either the Apex. No, dude, I can't. I can't do that. Either the Smock or the Chavez. This one's going to be tough because this is a beautiful, beautiful knife. And this one's going to hurt me a little bit when I first scratch it. I don't know, man. I think the 20.5 would be a good option. But also... Nate says the Chavez. Okay, well, first, okay, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Let's do process of elimination, okay? So, between the PM2 and the Drop Bear, which would you guys rather see me carry straight for a month? Both very convenient locking mechanisms. Different blade shapes, but, you know, both useful blade shapes. Everyone's saying Drop Bear. Okay. Alright. Drop Bear it is for that one. Okay, now, between the Drop Bear and the Cormorant. Both Kaisers. One a button lock. One a clutch lock. Drop Bear again, says Nate. Tom says Drop Bear again. Robert, Drop Bear. Alright, Drop Bear is winning. Alright, now the final one. Drop Bear. God, I don't know if I can. I really don't know if I can bring myself to carry the Chavez, guys. I really don't think I can. It's so perfect. I would hate for the action to get, like, gritty or anything, because look at that, dude. I can't do it. But I guess we could do... Okay, everyone's saying Drop Bear. Okay, we'll do the Drop Bear then. Drop Bear overall because it's affordable for everyone. That's a good point. That's a very good point, Nate. So let's do the Drop Bear. I'm going to carry the Drop Bear every day for 30 days. Along with the McBee. I think that's going to be an awesome... this is going to be a really sweet carry. I think these go together well. I'm excited. This is going to be awesome. I gotta say, I mean, I haven't really had a chance to carry the Drop Bear yet, but I already absolutely love it. I know you guys probably have heard me talk about it already, but it's just, it's incredible. It's a better crossbar lock than Benchmade has ever made. It feels very sturdy, you know. It's not light, but it's not too heavy. You know, full liners with aluminum scales. It's got a really nice sound. It's like very clicky and just good. It sounds good. Jimping that extends all the way up here to where the swedge starts. Very sweet. Great sharpening choil. Great blade shape. Very good ergonomics. I just love it. Daily Insta updates of your thoughts on the knives. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could do like a story a day on, update on how they're doing. That's a good idea. The McBee here, I absolutely love as well. Look at the reflective stonewash on this guy. Look at that, dude. It is so pretty. There's so much awesomeness. Like the awesomeness per square inch on this knife is like very, very high. It's a tiny knife, but there's a lot of very good packed into this little guy. I might end up getting a deep carry clip for it because it does carry sort of deep, but you have like that much sticking out of your fifth pocket. And I think for this to be an even better fifth pocket carry, it should be all the way in there. So I probably will end up ordering a Lynch clip for it. So, yeah, anyways. Cool. I'm excited. Drop Bear and McBee. And, of course, the Leatherman rebar. That's just a given. What about you guys? You carrying anything particular recently? Just don't use a clip. The pocket isn't... Yeah, that's true. But the pocket on my Carhartts actually is pretty deep. Like if I have... Because for a while I was carrying my Spyderco Roadie in the fifth pocket. And it was getting down in there and then it would turn down at the bottom. And it was kind of hard to get out. So I think I do actually need a clip. At least on those pants. Anybody want to do this experiment with me? Anybody? Anyone feel like carrying the same knife for a month? Mini sheepdog gets the most pocket time. Yeah, dude. This is kind of, in my eyes, this is a little bigger than a fifth pocket carry it should be, at least for me. This could be a primary carry. It's the mini sheepdog, but it's actually, you get a full grip on this thing. But actually, my brother-in-law for my birthday got me one of those like little EDC belt organizers. Actually, let me grab it real quick. It's so fidgety. The double detent mini sheepdog. It's like insane. But so he got me this thing. You guys have seen these before. It just, rides on your belt. This is supposed to be for your keys. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm probably going to cut that off because I don't use it. But it's got a pocket for my multi-tool. I got my space pen. And then usually in this one I carry my backup knife. And the mini sheepdog is absolutely perfect right in there. So I've been carrying the mini sheepdog quite a bit. And yeah, you're exactly right. It's an amazing little knife. It really is. Been carrying the McKenna daily for about 1.5 years. Ooh, wow. So how is the McKenna been holding up for you? Do you use it like kind of for your lighter cutting tasks? Like, is it a backup or do you carry it as a primary? Creighton's in. Cool. My updates will only come in the Insta group chat. Never posted in my profile, never will. My PR manager would take it for granted if she did. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, update us in the members only chat. Are we glitching out here? What's going on? Yeah, anybody, if you're wondering what we're talking about, we have all the group members have a private Instagram chat, group chat. So we're all talking in there, all the members. We're talking about you guys. No, we're not. But it's fun. If you guys become members, you'll get access to that. Just saying. It's $3 a month. Why not? So, Creighton, what are you gonna choose? Justin, mostly as primary. My daily EDC usage is light. Yeah, I mean, honestly, mine is too. The mechanic could absolutely be a primary carry knife. I was thinking today, as I was just going around about my usual cutting tasks, even the McBee could be a primary carry knife, honestly. Like, unless I'm breaking down a bunch of cardboard, this will do all the cutting tasks that I need it to do for the day. At least as far as like my normal day to day. So yeah, you really don't need that much blade. At least I don't. So I mean, something like the PM2 is like major overkill. Except breaking down boxes. Then it's nice to have a nice long blade. Thought about letting the guys vote for that too. Yeah. Give us your options. And we will vote for you. What you're going to carry for the month. I keep a beater on standby for stuff needed. Yeah. That's a good way to do it. Definitely. The thought crossed my mind recently. What if I sold all of my knives that were under like $100 or $150 even? If I sold all my knives that were under $150, I could buy like one nice knife, But I have a YouTube channel and I have content to make, so I kind of need a lot of knives to make videos and stuff. So I don't think it's really practical for me. If I didn't have a YouTube channel though, I might do that. Keep my collection down to like, I don't know, 6 knives that I just really love, like really nice knives. Yeah, there's only 2 people in here. What happened? We had like 7. What the hell's going on here? Is it my shirt? Love that new CVV you got. Yeah, me too, man. McKenna. This thing is sweet. It's unbelievably slicey. I was opening up some packages the other day with this thing. Well, not pack. They were like these kind of this kind of like bags kind of thing, and it's like butter through these things. It's insane. 12 thousandths behind the edge. Gnarly. What should we look at? Should we look at some knife news? See what's going on? Let's see if there's anything interesting. There's the new Kershaws, which we looked at yesterday. I think we looked at those. This new, I don't know if it's new, but I was looking at this Launch 13, and this looks badass, man. A Warncliffe Auto. Maybe I should enter this. I'm going to enter this really quick. If you enter every giveaway you can, maybe eventually you'll win something. So Kershaw, ZT, new fixed blade, new lock, new OTF, and more. Yeah, so they have that. Kershaw has that OTF now, or they will. Which I think looks pretty good. Nothing like too out of the ordinary. It's right around the same price as an Ultratech. So you're not really saving a lot of money by going with the Kershaw OTF. It's a good option. There's the new Launch 15. Don't really like the looks of this one too much. And then we have, I guess they're calling it the Duralock, which is the Kershaw's, crossbar lock. This one, eh. This one, wow, that's huge. 4-inch cleaver blade. Whoa, what is this? Now this is something interesting. Wow, so how does that work? Is there a video on it? Yeah, there is. Let's watch this. It looks like an interesting locking mechanism. Whoa, what was that? Okay, it looks like there's some kind of flipper tab on there. And then, did he just disengage it with a liner lock? Well, that's odd. Maybe it's not. Maybe it just looks cool. I thought that black bar thing was like something to do with the lock. But maybe it's not. Yeah, I don't think it is. Oh, it's a frame lock. Okay, so yeah, it's just a regular flipper frame lock, but it looks interesting. That's kind of cool, man. It's a good price. $87. This is not titanium. It couldn't be. I'm sure it's stainless. This part's probably aluminum. But hey, good for them for doing something interesting. For sure. I might be into that. The front runner. And then we have the flyby. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. The conduit, pretty straightforward. The radar, pretty straightforward again. Outcome, same thing. Lateral, same thing. And the shoreline. So, nothing too crazy. This front runner is interesting to me. And then they have the OTF, and then I guess there's a new ZT fixed blade here, which, looks cool. Looks kind of like a classic buoy. So there's that. Let me check the chat here. I think Neves did a video about that subject, only having 5 or 6. Yeah, I think he did. I think I saw that. The frame comes up behind the pivot. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hey, Richard. Daily Knife. Brand New American. What's up, guys? CRKT just released a bunch of new models. Oh, did they? Should we look at those? Anyone want to look at some new CRKTs? Is this the time of year where companies are announcing new stuff for the year? I guess it is. All right, let's see what we got. 2023 collection. Oh yeah, so they have that Provoke that's more EDC friendly, like a drop point rather than a karambit. So that's kind of cool. You guys have seen this probably. It's the Provoke. You can kind of pop it out with these little swinging arms. But previously it was a karambit, and now it's a version with the drop point, so better for EDC. Interesting. There's a tuna compact. Let's see. How compact is it? 2.73-inch blade, so not super compact. I've never owned a tuna. I think it's a pretty good, it's a good looking design. We have the Overland Compact. That looks kind of cool. Little snub nose sheep's foot. I like that blade shape. Is it assisted? Probably not. D2, 2.24-inch blade. $60. All right. We've got the Bamboozled. Interesting. I kind of like this one. Micarta stainless steel bolster. Kind of more classic knife looking. This is designed by Ken Onion's son, Ken Onion Jr., so that's kind of cool. He's, you know, getting into the family business. I think that's a pretty good looking knife. The Jake. That handle looks very comfortable. Kind of makes me think of a Griptilian in a way. 3.32 inch blade. 12C27 blade steel. Huh. 12C27. I'm not too familiar with that. Let me go back and check the chat and then we'll keep going here. Michael's here. Hey, dude. Not going to be here long because it's 9:38 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, Cretan, don't talk about late to Cretan. He's up till 3:30 a.m. watching. But, no, I'm kidding. No worries, dude. Thanks for stopping in at all. We're looking at the new CRKTs. Onion throwing knives. Alright. This one, I saw a picture of this one. I think this is pretty neat. Is this front edge sharpened? Probably, right? It looks like it is. Yeah, I think it is. I think this looks pretty cool. I bet that's a comfortable handle. There's kind of a weird hump back here. But I wonder how big it is. If, like, your fourth finger is going to be back here, kind of. I don't know. But, ooh, I like that. It comes with a pocket sheath. That's pretty neat. 3-inch blade in D2. Okay. Yeah, that might be useful. Kind of a chisel-shaped blade there. And then there's the Razzle Chisel. It's like a smaller version. The Razzle Nax. This thing is weird looking. Huge ass handle. Could you get two hands on that? What's the overall? Overall is 11 inches. Damn. Blade is 2.29 or a 4.29. So yeah, you could definitely get two hands on this thing. That's kind of weird. I mean, are you gonna chop stuff with this, or what? Why is it like that? I think they want you to chop with it. Yeah. Interesting. You know, I'd rather see stuff like this than just, the typical kind of shit that everyone's doing. This is pretty this is the new Pilar, but it's a buoy. So it's basically the handle of the Pilar 3, but with a buoy. I think it looks rad. You know, the Pilar 3 is much more useful for as far as EDC goes for me. But I think this is cool. If they could do more Pilars with all kinds of different blade shapes, that'd be pretty neat. 3.09 inch blade in D2. So they're just using a lot of D2. I wish they'd get some 14C in there. But I think this is a pretty cool looking little guy. The spit. This is neat. Little Warney fixed blade. I guess they're calling it an inverted Tonto. 8CR13 MOV. Meh. 2.29 inch blade. What kind of sheath does it got? Let's see. Oh, it's got a neck sheath. That might be a good little pocket carry. I like the blade on it. The handle looks way more comfortable than like the Minimalist series. So, I like that. I have a Hultaforce chisel knife that is similar in my tool belt. Do you find that to be pretty useful, like day to day, having that kind of chisel sort of blade? I bet if you had that in your pocket or with you, you would probably find a lot of good uses for it. I bet. This one might be interesting. It's only 44 bucks, so it's 8CR, but I like the overall look of it. The CEO micro flipper. So, okay, we get to CEO, but smaller. I've never owned a CEO. It's never really my thing. As a general rule, I do not typically like knives that are very skinny. I don't like skinny knives. Just in general. I'm sure there are some exceptions, but I'm sure this is a great knife for some people. Probably CEOs would like it. Another CEO micro flipper, and then we have the igniter. Look at these serrations. Holy crap. The igniter. 8CR 13 MOV. 3.48-inch blade. Okay. It's an assisted. I bet these things cut very well. And then there's the regular igniter. Straight blade. It's a big blade for the handle. The ratios look pretty, good. I don't know. That one's not really speaking to me. The Pilar Large. That's not new, but maybe this blacked out one is new. With a larger blade and a handsome stonewash finish, the Pilar Large keeps the spirit of the original and epic tale behind its name. So is it oh, maybe it is different. Is it a larger blade than the original Pilarge? It's a 2.67-inch. I don't remember what the original was, but the Dextro. Man, there's a lot of them. Then we got a tomahawk, a defense pen, minimalist drop point. That's kind of neat. I like that. I have the minimalist cleaver somewhere around here. This one looks good though. And then the Pilar 3 Jade. This would be pretty cool if you got that titanium scale from Flytanium and stuck it on this one. That'd be pretty neat, or even the original. I was really when Flytanium released that scale, I was very tempted to buy another Pilar 3 and slap a titanium scale on this baby. I don't own one anymore, but it was absolutely my favorite CRKT. Definitely my favorite of the Pilars. This is a sweet, sweet knife. Load more knives. Is there more? Holy crap, dude. A black ritual. Cool. The Biwa. That's kind of cool looking. Is that a fixed blade? Yeah, it is. Okay. Interesting. Said it's meant for fishing. The Taco Viper, some squids, a hatchet, the Stickler, Home Front OD Green, the Ox Cart, and the Attaboy. This Attaboy is kind of neat. Look at this thing. The Deadlock, awesome choil. It kind of looks like one of the Pilars, sort of. Have any of you guys checked out this deadbolt lock? I believe you push in this button to disengage the lock. Have any of you guys tried that? I've always been curious about it. Hey, Mismi. Look up in the chat. Okay. Booty boop beep boop beep boo. Booty boop beep boop beep boo. All right, so if you're just new into the stream, earlier everyone in the chat voted for the knife that I was going to carry every day for 30 days. They voted that I was going to carry the drop bear for 30 days straight. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep you updated on Instagram how it goes. And I asked if anyone else wanted to join me, and Creighton's joining. So you need to choose a knife for him to carry. You can choose between the Begleiter 2, the Begleiter 2 button lock, the Kunwu X-Tau, and the large Sebenza Insigno clone. So tell him what he needs to carry for the whole month. I would say my vote would be... My vote would be for the Kunwu because I haven't seen a lot of long-term testing on some of the Kunwus. So that would be my vote. Everyone's saying Kunwu also. Yeah. Looks like we're doing Kunwu there, Creighton. I'm sure you probably didn't want to do that one. I think he's trying to keep it nice and pretty. Daily Knife wants to do it too. All right, what are your options? What are we going to vote on for you? Now, this is kind of the honor system, but if I see a picture on Instagram of you carrying a different knife, I'm going to be pissed. But I will say, if you guys see me take pictures of other knives on Instagram, that means that I took other knives with me to work so that I could take pictures of them. Doesn't mean that's what's in my pocket, okay? I'm really going to do this. You have my word. So, back to the Attaboy. Has anyone answered if everyone's tried the deadbolt lock? I'm curious if it's an assisted knife and if you can push that deadlock in and kind of close it like you would a button lock. If it's not assisted, or if it is assisted and you kind of have to push it in and then, use your finger to close the blade down. My baby girl's going to see some abuse. Well, you knew it could happen. It'll be fun, man. You love the knife, so, you got to test it out. You might love it even more once you see how good it performs. Rochambeau, hey, buddy. Thanks for popping in. If you guys aren't subscribed to Rochambeau, you should be. He does some good stuff. He's got a pretty unique reviewing system that I quite like. Getting a bunch of texts. Old Fart. Hey, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see ya. Only deadbolt lock. I've only seen them on CRKT assisted. I don't think there's any free floating action for the close. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But I was hoping that possibly they would make it. Because wouldn't it be cool as kind of a button lock thing? I wonder if that, it's just technically not possible for that sort of lock. I don't know. All right, we got to vote for what Daily Knife's going to carry for the month. The Ultratech Riat Exo, an Old Timer, a Camillus, a Kershaw Speed Safe, or a K-Bar Slip Joint. I mean, obviously I want to say the Exo. because I want to make you carry that thing around. I gotta say, EXO. I haven't seen any long-term testing with the EXO either. So I think you're gonna have to take one for the team there, buddy. Let us know how you carry it. If you put that slip on your belt, or you put the slip in your pocket, or what? I'm curious. Brand New American says K-bar. Okay, you might not be, you might have a chance yet. Anyone else? So far we got 2 EXOs and 1 K-bar. 30 days sounds tough. With the EXO or just in general? 30 days with the EXO, I think, would be really fun at first and might possibly become annoying after a while. But it looks like we got a few more EXO votes, so EXO it is. Michael says, what? With only 1 knife. Yeah. 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 But the thing is, I can carry, I said I would carry the drop bear every day for a month. But if I wanted to carry something else too, I can carry 3 knives or 4 knives. But no, that'd be kind of cheating, huh? Because then I might not use the primary one as much. Not a change in my EDC. So you really EDC the EXO. How do you like it? Does it hold up well? Is it is it, I mean, do you abuse it, or are you just kind of, is it light cutting tasks? What's the deal? Yeah, I kind of view like the 1 knife thing sort of like, because okay, so what I do every morning, I get up, I take a shit, I drink coffee, I get dressed, and then I walk over here and I look at my knives and I think, what do I want to carry for the day? It's kind of like picking out a tie. If you were a businessman or had a job where you needed to dress up, and you have a tie rack, you guys seen those tie racks? Usually people have like, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 100 ties, and you think, what tie is going to go with my outfit? And, what's the occasion? Do I want a fancy tie? Is it more of a casual day? That's kind of how I feel about my knife collection here. And it is kind of sad to only have 1 tie. you know? But that's just how it's going to be for a month. I'm going to carry the drop bear for a month. I already said it. Dwayne Letterman, hey buddy. Daily Knife said, I love it. It's awesome and fun. Mostly light, though. I haven't gotten the chance to go through with actually using it. I mean, yeah, 90% of the time when I use a knife, it's medium to light use also. Like I was saying earlier, I honestly think that I could get through almost all of my day-to-day with just this McBee. With this 1.5-inch long blade. Is it 1.5 inches? Actually, I haven't measured it. Let's see. Where's my ruler? I'll get my calipers out. Actually, you know what? I haven't measured the thickness behind the edge of this thing either. So let's check it out. The blade length is, yeah, it's 1.5 inches. Thickness behind the edge on the Spyderco McBee. It's not that thin. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really not thin. Yeah, it's like 28 thousandths. Jeez. That's like Benchmade Griptilian thickness. But it does have a pretty wide edge bevel, so you know it gets thin at the edge, and you're not slicing through material with this knife. You know, you're doing draw cuts, you're cutting through tape. So I don't think it really, you know, it'd be cool if it was thinner, but I don't think it really needs to be. What knife in your guys' collection is the thinnest behind the edge? Mine is the Civivi McKenna. This thing is, you know, I'm going to double check it. I measured it the other day and it was 12 thousandths. Yeah, it's 12 thousandths. That's very thin. That's like Victorinox thin. Yep, 12 thousandths. Super thin. How thin is the Lumi? I can't. Did I ever measure that? Let me grab it. Real Steel Terra, Dragonfly, or Opinel. Is the Dragonfly pretty thin behind the edge? I wouldn't. Sometimes those smaller Spydercos are not actually that thin. That's cool. I've never owned a Dragonfly. That would be another really good fifth pocket carry. So let's see. The Lumi is. Come on. Come on. The Lumi is 17 thousandths. I thought it was going to be thinner than that. So it's actually, yeah, it's actually not super. I mean, that's thin, but it's not McKenna thin. My Victorinox, I don't know the model for some reason. The hardware store, I just got it. I don't have it in the system. Oh, for the thinnest behind the edge, yeah. Yeah. Let's see what mine is. I'm pretty sure last time I measured mine, this is the Victorinox Tinker. I'm pretty sure it was around 12. But let's see. Yep, 12. I didn't expect the floating head, yeah. Yep, I'm a floating head today. I guess for me it's the Tonto carbon fiber bag lighter or the Fixie-Benza just because they have hollow grinds. Yeah, that's probably a safe bet. Although, you know, just because it's a hollow grind doesn't mean it's thin behind the edge. I mean, it probably is a better chance of it being so. I wonder how thin the clavy is. Yeah, I wonder too. Yeah, it does look very, very thin. I mean, the blade is thin this way, and it's very long and pointy. But what if they made it like super duper thick? It could be like a Microtech, you know? How it's like a super aggressive taper down to the edge. It's probably really thin though. I still haven't checked one of those out. Have any of you guys checked out the clavy? The old clavy. The Chevette. Yeah, that's probably thinner. The mini bag lighter is also pretty thin. Actually, it's not like crazy thin. It's 17 thousandths. Not super duper thin. Pretty thin though. I mean, the The Civivi Elementum is, people would say this is a pretty thin behind the edge. It's like 21, so 17 is still thin. The new emojis are sweet. Yeah, thanks, dude. I added the Doody's dagger and the puppy. Actually, they look not too bad. Yeah, they look pretty good. Sweet. Well, we got 11 people in here. Should we do something? Anyone want to do something? Anyone here have a knife to this day that they can't identify? I mean, I have an old slip joint that was from my grandfather that I can't identify, but I think that's it. You have .008 on the Dragonfly? What? Seriously? 8 thousandths? Wow. That is crazy, crazy thin. Jeez. That's cool, man. I might need to get a Dragonfly. Now I'm double checking the McKenna because... Yeah, it's like maybe 11, but it's like 11 or 12. That's crazy, man. What's your thickest? I think mine was the Griptilian. Just kind of surprising. I thought it would be the Hinderer XM18, but it was actually the Griptilian. It was like 20, it's almost like 29 thousandths. That thing was that thing was very thick behind the edge. Let's see what the XM18 is here. I just put a new edge on my XM18. I was pretty nervous to do it, but it actually turned out really well. I was pretty happy with that. Let's see. Hinderer is... It's like 26, and then it's thicker up here because it's the Spanto. Up here, at the Spanto portion, this is going to be quite thick. 31 thousandths. Yeah, that's quite thick. Buck 119 is the thickest, yeah. K-bar BK16, yep. Have an old Gemini canoe. Took a while to ID. How did you end up identifying it? Did you find a picture of it online somewhere and then, match it up, or? I have a CRKT fixed blade. It's very thick behind the edge. I never measured it, but for sure the 940. Yeah, the 940 is notoriously thick behind the edge. I would be very curious to know how it is compared to the Griptilian. I would guess it's probably around the same as the Griptilian. You know what I haven't measured yet is the smock. This is a nice hollow grind. It feels very thin. If I were to guess, let me guess and I'll see how I do. I think it's going to be around 20. Okay, at the base we have 19. Okay, cool. In the middle, we've got 19 again. And towards the tip, 19 again. Wow. Cool, man. I'm telling you, Tai Chung, they do really nice work. Very, very nice work on their Spydercos. Consistent edge. That is cool. It's not always, it's not really necessary to have a consistent thickness behind the edge, but it's cool when it happens, That's how the knife should be. But it's actually, at least in my experience measuring all my knives, it's actually pretty rare for that to happen. I got 23 on my on my 940. The grip was higher. Okay. Yeah, 23. Yeah, that's not as thick as the Griptilian. Recon 1 is the thickest for mine. Yeah. Yeah, Cold Steel likes to have some nice thick edges. I'm 30 subs away from 400, although YouTube is one strike away from taking me down. How come you keep getting strikes, man? What's going on over there? So the 940 is 23 thousandths. Yeah, that's actually a little thinner than I thought it would be. You always hear people complaining about the thickness behind the edge on the 940. Let's see what the drop bear is, since I'm going to be carrying this every day. Let's see what we got. $20 back there. $22 and $20. So I think that's pretty reasonable. That's totally reasonable for an EDC knife. Is the Spock easy to open with the thumb and back? Yes. Very easy. You kind of wouldn't think so because it's a smaller hole than a lot of other Spydercos, but your finger just goes right in there. Super easy. And actually, it's a very good thumb flicker too. Let's see if I can do it left-handed. Super easy. Thumb flick, a little more difficult for me left-handed, but I can do it. All the deployments on the smock work really well. Which is also another thing kind of rare for button locks with multiple deployments, Daily Knife's heading out. Right on, man. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. I'll see you next time. Like on the Cormorant, I think the back flipper works great. The reverse flicking works great. And the front flipper is kind of the weak spot of the Cormorant. Same thing on the EMP EDC Nimble, which I don't have right now. I lent it to Jason, but it's the same thing. It's got the same deployments, and the front flipper is the weak spot. Now, the Smock doesn't have a front flipper, but if it did, I don't know, would it be good? Who knows? Wouldn't it be cool if it had a front flipper that's the same, 90-degree thing, but just on the front? Wouldn't that be rad? I bet it would be great if they put jimping on it. My only complaint with the Smock is it would be a little better with some jimping on the top here. If you put your finger too far back this way, you will slip off. If you put your finger up a little bit and flip it, it's pretty reliable. But if you're not paying attention and you kind of go further back, you will slip off. That's literally my only complaint with the Smock. Well, that and the fact that it's a nightmare to disassemble. But, the action, amazing. With the second detent gone, just falls shut. The Thicktilian. Yeah. I like that. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Yeah, Smock's a great knife. I still don't know about that piece that if you don't know, I took apart my smock to put these titanium scales on it, and there was one little piece that I couldn't get back in the new scales. There was a hole that was supposed to be milled out in these new scales that wasn't deep enough. So this part was not sitting flush in there, and the scales wouldn't snap back together. So I decided to put the knife back together without it in there, just to try it, and the knife works perfectly fine. So I still, to this day, have no idea what that piece is. It wasn't the second detent because I had already taken that out. Anybody know? It's a mystery. It's an absolute mystery. It was right in here, like right up here. And I'll show you the piece if anyone wants to, any detectives out there think they might know. That has never happened to me before. Put together a knife and you have a leftover piece? Are you kidding me? That should never happen. With anything, not just knives. Let's see if I can find that little piece. It's very small. There it is. I wish all front flippers were as easy as the McKenna. I have a Kaiser Genie. It isn't as easy as the McKenna. How do you like that Genie? Someone was telling me the other day that the Genie was kind of a sleeper model. One that was really good, but a lot of people weren't talking about. But I agree, man. The McKenna is... it's one of the easiest front flippers ever to deploy, at least that I've handled. It's just so easy. Part of it's to do with the really good jimping that they have wrapped around the top of here. Like, wherever you put your thumb, it doesn't matter, because the jimping just grips you. So here's the piece. You're not even going to be able to see it. It's too small. But that's the piece that came out and did not go back into the smock. I don't know, man. It's a mystery. Maybe I'll never know. Don't ask where I got all my screws in the garage from. Are they left over from knives? Left over from knives that you took apart? Justin's talking about the Kaiser Genie. I like it. N690 steel isn't too bad. Feels good in hand. Huh. Is a front flipper only, right? Or does it have another means of deployment? All the button lock fail stories starting to worry me. Thought it was a strong lock type. Yeah, that's kind of the latest news in the knife world today. Is especially Vosteed. Vosteed has been having a lot of their button locks fail, and nobody noticed it until Metal Complex made a video saying that he saw a video of somebody spine whacking their Vosteed Valkyrie, and the lock was failing. They weren't even like whacking on it super hard either. They were just giving it a couple whacks, and the lock was failing. So everybody saw that, and then they decided to try it out on their Valkyries or their Raccoons or their Thunderbirds, whatever Vosteed they had. And it turns out that a lot of them are having that issue. So, I tested all my button locks today. I tried it with the Cormorant, the Pyrite. I didn't try it on my smock because that's not the same locking mechanism. Are those my only two button locks right now? I think so. I sold a lot of my other button locks. Kaiser Towser button lock fail. Did yours just fail? Because I've heard the Tousers were having a problem too. Good, maybe someone will sell me a raccoon at Thunderbird. You might get a good deal on one soon, for sure. I don't know. At first, I was like, does it really matter? You know, you have to thwack on the spine for it to disengage. And then I thought, you know, it shouldn't do that. That's the sign of something wrong in the plunge lock. You know, it would be very bad for you to be using it one day and have it close on your fingers, and you know, you need to go get stitches. So at first I was like, why does it really matter? And then I realized, yeah, actually it does. Not only just as like, you know, the knife shouldn't do that, but also it's kind of a safety issue as well. Also has 0 detent on your Towser button lock. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, I've heard it with the. I've only heard of it happening with the Tousers and all the Vosteed button locks. So, yeah, is what it is. Hopefully they, going forward, fix whatever issue it is. You know, it might be the spring, not tension, but you know, the strength of the spring, possibly. You know, because you have the spring pushing that plunge lock from this side. You know, if it's not pushing hard enough with some jiggling around and some pressure, the button could jump out, you know. Maybe it's that. I don't know. I'm not a folding knife maker, so I don't, you know, I don't know exactly what's going on in there. I know how the plunge lock works, but, you know, another thing that surprised me is the Valkyrie is the same type of pivot area as the Cormorant. So on a lot of button locks, if you take your button lock and look at it, you can see the plunge lock. It's only coming in contact with the tang maybe like, I don't know, it's not even that much, like maybe a third of the actual plunge lock is actually in contact with the tang. With the Cormorant here, the plunge lock actually goes through the tang. So there's like a smiley face slot milled out in the tang here, and the plunge lock is going through that. So you can't see the plunge lock because it's inside there. So when it locks out, it's in contact with way more surface of the tang. And that was the same, the Valkyrie was built the same way, like this. So I would have thought that would be way stronger. But apparently it's not an issue of being in contact with the tang. It's an issue of the spring or something else. I don't know. We all got caught up in the button lock craze. I guess it's going to have a few issues. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, well, I don't know. I don't want to say everybody because, you know, I haven't heard of that happening to Civivi button locks or, you know, most of the other Kaiser button locks. But maybe Vosteed kind of was rushing things, you know. They wanted to get in on the button lock craze. Maybe they pumped out knives without, you know, making sure they were perfect first. I don't know. Michael said, the Conspirator, Solaris, Big Letter XL, and my Hogues are fine. Okay, that's good to know. I was surprised my Senquit Crowley didn't fail. Well, that's good. That's very good. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but is what it is. I'm curious if they're going to come out and say anything, you know, like, I wonder if they would even do a recall, like send your knives back and we'll fix them. I don't think they would do that just because that's going to be a nightmare for them. You know, I'm sure they sold a lot of those. But maybe they would. I don't know. Damn, I really wanted a Voss deed. I mean, I don't know if that should prevent you. I mean, yeah, it is, probably is. I was going to say it shouldn't prevent you from getting one because there are a good amount that aren't failing. But, you know, it's always going to be in the back of your mind with the knife when you carry it. It's always going to, you're always going to be thinking about it. Is this going to fail on me? So maybe it is ruined. I don't know. Well, folks, I got to wrap up. We've been going for an hour 15 here. Unless there's any other issues you guys want to bring up or questions or anything. Anybody? Anybody? The QSP Osprey log held up. All right, there's another one. Another one holding up. That's good. Cretan has an issue. All right, what you got? Let me let the dog out. Continue, though. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This was a fun one. Very, very fun. I will keep you all updated on how carrying the drop bear goes. Yeah. Oh yeah, Cretan said, last time I asked everyone to do a good deed. Did you guys do it? And if so, what was it? Did anyone do it? If you were here on the last stream, did anyone do a good deed? I know I did. I can't remember what it is, though. I know I did something. I must have. I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm never mean. But I can't think of a specific thing that I did. I might have failed. Last week, the last time I Michael said, I think I ducked out early. Yeah, that's perfect excuse. Perfect. Yeah, Cretan, I'm very sorry, but I think I forgot. I'm sure I did some good things, but it wasn't in the forefront of my mind. You know what I mean? So I didn't knowingly do a good thing, but I always do good things. Oh, we got the picture of the genie here. Okay. Oh, it's got the cutout too. I thought it was just a front flipper. My card looks like good quality too. I don't know, man. I think I might want to get one. Good blade shape. Does it feel pretty thin behind the edge? It looks like it would be. Same task till Friday. So, okay, if we since we failed this week, let's try to do a good deed so that we can tell Cretan next time. I'll pay for the order behind me getting coffee tomorrow. Perfect. There you go. Then you knocked it out for the week, so you don't have to be nice again for the rest of the week. All right, let's end this bitch. Thanks, guys. Good times. See you in the next one. Later.